Welcome back. In this video tutorial, I'll explain how firewalls operate. Firewall rules are applied from top to bottom with a deny any rule right at the end. Basic firewalls, or commonly known packet filters, they process packets at layer 3 and layer 4. And we know that layer 3, that's where you find IP addressing. And at layer 4, that's where you find logical ports, that is TCP and UDP. For a firewall to function, it will need a source IP, a source port, a destination IP, and a destination port. Advanced firewalls are commonly known as third generation or the next generation's firewall. And these actually operate at layer 7 utilizing deep packet inspection. They can filter traffic according to geological location, according to application. You can restrict with time as well, time of the day, and users can authenticate to these firewalls to be able to use them. Next generation firewalls are stateful, while packet filters are stateless. This means that a stateful firewall, it keeps and tracks sessions or connections, while a stateless does not track any sessions. Kerio Control is a next generation firewall with unified threat management capabilities. The unified threat management firewall can filter packets based on rules, can detect and prevent intrusions, scan malware, act as a VPN server, cache and filter web content, and so on. Firewall rules, services, and objects can be grouped for better management and performance. So I'm back on my firewall. I'm logged in as admin user. I will click under traffic rules. Right here you can see the default rules. There is a default rule that will allow any host from the local area network to reach out to any security zone of the firewall. So in this case, a host in the local area network can ping the internet. So if I bring up my terminal and ping 8888, it's working. If I bring up a host in DMZ, so let me quickly SSH to a host in DMZ so that I can initiate my ping. So it's gonna be 172.20.20.250. I'll log in. Now I'm logged into a server in DMZ. If I try to ping 88888, it's not working. So I'll minimize this. And from the rules, you can see that the rules operate from top to bottom. And right at the bottom, we have an any rule that will drop packets. If I like to reorder the rules, I just have to click on the rule and reorder them like this. Okay, and then if I want to test for a specific rule, and then I'll click on test rules. From here, I can test which rule I need to verify. So let's say for example, the host in DMZ, that is 172.20.20.250, and then the destination is 8888. You can see that the packets are dropped by this rule, and you can see that just now. Test again. This time I'll use the Active Directory. So it's gonna be 10.20.20.240, and I wanna reach out to Cloudflare's DNS, which is 11111. Click OK. This rule is allowed. So if I go to the Active Directory and initiate a ping to that, it will go through. So I'll log on to the Active Directory server. Okay, so I'll open the terminal and ping. Okay, so it's working because it's allowed. So going back to the firewall, if I want to add a new rule, I'll click add. This is the information that I'll be required. So here it's going to ask me for the name. So I'll say test rule so that you can identify. Make sure the names are more descriptive so that you can remember in the future. Under the source, this is where I specify the source. So the source can be an address, it can be a group, you can use an interface, it can be a VPN user, it can be an authenticated user or group. Under the destination, you can give the same, it's either the user, the addresses, the interfaces, and then under services, this is where you specify a predefined service such as HTTP, or you can use a port number such as port 80, TCP 80 for HTTP. And then you click finish once you're done. Then you click apply for the new rule to kick in. So at this moment, I did not create a new rule. In the next video, we'll create a simple rule and demonstrate how it's done.